Now, why don't you take the day off? I'll phone up Eve, tell her you're sick.
No. Anyway, it's not me who's sick, is it?
Right, so who are we talking about here? Karen or your mother?
Both. I'm not sure who's sicker.
Well, there's no contest. Karen's just stupid, but anyone that'd do that to their own daughter...
She was desperate. She knew she couldn't break us up any other way.
Right, so what now? I have to watch out for her heading my way with a sawn-off shotgun!
I wish it was funny. I mean, how can my own mum do something like this to me?
Well, it tells you what she thinks about me.
Yeah, well, I don't care what she thinks about you. Because I love you.
And me, you.
And I know you wouldn't be unfaithful. But you know what? I am my mother's daughter. And if you were, I would take extreme measures to make you pay.
All right, I'm convinced. No need to spell it out. Come here.
You can't go to work like this.
Like what?
The things you said last night about the way you feel.
Ken, I've been going to work like this every morning. The fact that you now know about it doesn't make any difference.
So you really meant it all?
We're not living, Ken. We're just existing.
What can I do? Look, I'm sorry I'm not some Samir or even Dev Alahan.
What's Dev got to do with it?
Well, his name seems about the only thing that makes your eyes light up these days.
Yeah, well, Dev's a mate. I like my job. They're about the only two things I'm okay with at the moment.
All right, so you're bored. Well, why don't we do more things together? Why don't you do something instead of just sitting here watching television with me and your mother?
Like what? Have an affair?
Oh, you're at night school.
I tell you, I'm unhappy. And your answer is night school. It says it all, doesn't it?
Look, I meant get some stimulation, some interest, and meet people. Blanche, don't even ask, OK?
Can you give me a hand bottling up?
Yeah, sure.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What's up? Tell me it isn't you and Dev, please. There's been enough upset round here lately.
No, but it could have been.
Tell you what, let's have another cuppa before we bottle up, and then you can tell me all about it.
Need an extra light to count your bacon rashers, Roy?
Oh, time of the year, I think. It is affecting me. Sad.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
No. Seasonal affectedness disorder, SAD. I mean, some of these winter's mornings, I can hardly be bothered to get out of bed.
Oh, well, it must affect David and Sarah too, especially on school days.
It is a recognised phenomenon. Well, at least I think it is. Now, in June, you see, I leap out of bed, physical jerks. But in January, no. Then, I read about these people that are setting up these light boxes to make the body think that it is summer. I made this out of an old drawer.
You sure you shouldn't go and see the doctor? I could make you an appointment.
Well, I'll give the lights a try first. In fact, I think they're beginning to work already.
Oh, coffee, doggy?
Well, yeah, sure, sir.
Right, well, if you two are going to talk business, I'm going back to work.
I'll catch you lunchtime.
Yeah, see you then. Back
Sure.
at the house.
Sure. There you go. There you go. The figures you wanted. Figures I didn't want, you mean? This is a lot. Oh, well, it's not actually. I mean, that's what it'd cost you if you want a half-decent job. Well, well, I'll take a closer look, but I'll tell you now, it's going to have to be Plan B, because I can't afford this. And what's Plan B? I'll let you know what I thought of it.
Thanks, love.
You know, I don't know how you can face Gina after what Cameron's done.
Why should I take the blame for it?
Because she's your wife, Steve. Although I don't know why you're standing by her.
Look, she's apologised. It was just some daft trick that went wrong, that's all. All right.
Get in there.
Well, look, she was beating herself up about it all night.
Good. Hope she did some serious injury. 2 pints, is it?
Yeah, please. Think I'll go and sit down. Well, listen, you can tell me about this bird who specifically asked for you to pick her up last night. Why don't you sort your own life out, Steve? Don't worry about mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see any bruises. Hmm? Look, you've been beating yourself up all night, apparently.
Look, I can only say sorry so many times, Gina.
Yeah, well, it's not saying sorry that matters, is it? It's being sorry.
Yeah, and I am.
Another pint, please, Gina, for Karen.
Look, I was wrong. But then, let's face it, you know, if I hadn't told you about your mother, then she'd still be plotting and scheming, wouldn't she?
Yeah, well, thanks for reminding me.
Everything all right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can't handle.
Kids definitely not coming on for lunch?
No. Why?
Good.
What's got into you?
The house to ourselves, an hour to ourselves.
And what about lunch?
Oh, weird. You kiss me, I get a ringing in my ears. Hello? Oh, hi, Dougie. Yeah. I'm looking at the figures as we speak. Yeah. About half an hour? OK.
Big mate Dougie?
Yeah, it's about that work he's supposed to be doing for me.
Supposed to be.
Arm and a leg time.
What do you know about him?
Well, other than he's a good bloke and an experienced developer, you mean?
Well, he did the health centre.
I know, he told me.
Yeah, I bet he didn't tell you about the corners he cut and the doors that don't shut properly.
Interesting.
So you be careful.
But not, my dear, as interesting as you.
What was that you said about lunch?
Long enough.
I gather all didn't go well last night.
I tried really hard. In the end, I just lost it. Told him what I really felt.
Oh, and that's how you left it, is it?
Till this morning, when he suggested night school might be a good idea.
Marriage guidance might be a better one, seeing as how you take no notice of me.
Mum, I wish there was something you could do or say to make it right. I really do.
He loves you, doesn't he?
I suppose so. At least he did.
And what about you?
I don't know.
Well, that's still better than lots of other couples. Believe me, in my day, it wasn't a barn dance like it is today, up to the other end and change partners. You had to work at it, make the best of things.
I don't want to make the best of things. I want to feel alive again. Is that so wrong?
I know, love. It's what we all want. Oh, I may be old and grey, but I've not given up hope. So don't you either.
Who's relieving Eileen on the switch?
It's your turn, isn't it?
Right, well, don't you be having any more. You're driving.
Try another one.
No. Don't really feel like drinking.
Listen, it's all over now. Chill out.
Why do I do these stupid things, Steve?
Well, if one of those stupid things is marrying me for a bet, then I can forgive all the others. Not that there's going to be anything else.
Promise.
I know what happened. Gina's told me.
Yeah, so?
I'm not so soft as her.
And what's that meant to mean?
Done that to me, you'd still be looking for your teeth.
Hey, Eve. Karen's apologised. Gina's cool with that, so what's it going to do with you?
I've known Madam here since she was flat-chested and wore braces. She was trouble then. So, I'm warning you, lady. Enjoy your drinks.
Hiya.
Pint?
Oh, no, thanks. Just a glass of wine, please. Still trying to shake off the Christmas indulgences.
Red or white?
Red, please, then I can pretend it's good for me.
So, all this is a bit too rich for your blood, eh?
Yeah, it's a lot more than I'd envisaged, I must say. And a lot more than the architect estimated.
Architects. If it's castles in the air, you want they're your boys. But if it's real buildings, you need someone who's prepared to get their hands dirty.
Even so, if your figures are anywhere near right, then quite simply, I've got to think again.
Well, that's a shame. Thanks, Gina, love.
Thanks, love.
Because this is a smashing project. Maybe I could trim the figures, you know, dip materials.
Like you did with the health centre.
What's this? Pillow talk?
Well, it's a more pleasant way of getting information than hiring a private detective. And you tend to trust what you hear.
So, it's either too expensive or too risky?
Looks like it.
Okay. How about I come in with you?
Sorry?
Well, you got the building. I do the work at an agreed figure, which I finance. And I take 30% of the sale. That way I've got a stake in the work being good and in you making a profit.
Makes some sense, I suppose.
Oh, Richard, it makes a lot of sense.
Let me think about it.
Okay.
No. No, I don't need to think about it. Got yourself a deal, Dougie. I'll get the paperwork drawn up.
Gina, double scotches over here. Me and my partner here, we're going to be making ourselves a great deal of money.
Now I know what they mean by an unexpected pleasure.
Well, I hope I'm not intruding, but I just finished work and thought it was a good idea, you know, while we've got the momentum going.
Absolutely. As you can see, I was all geared up for an afternoon's housework. But if the muse is upon you, who am I to argue?
I'm not so sure it's the muse that is upon me. It's more a large black cloud.
Oh, work. Yes. I'm sure I couldn't keep a civil tongue in my head with some of the imbeciles I've seen. The mobile phone to their ear, 6 screaming kids, and a trolley full of frozen oven chips.
And that's just the stuff.
Oh, Ken, you do brighten the days up for me.
Yeah, I can't tell you how reassuring that is.
Oh. So it's not work that's the problem, then?
Well, let's put it this way. I had it explained to me last night what a boring old fool I am and have been apparently for years.
Deirdre, I presume?
She who knows me best.
Or not at all. She's wrong, Ken, believe me. Cup of tea or something stronger?
Yeah, a cup of tea would be fine.
Not a nice, dry sherry.
You know, that will be wonderful.
Always been a one-man band, me. Took the risks, reaped the rewards. It's going to seem strange, having to trust someone else.
That makes 2 of us.
I'll tell you what, though. Without you coming on board, I don't think I'd have been able to do it.
It's what friends are for, eh?
We'll soon see, won't we? Tell you what. Why don't we have a meal to celebrate?
Fine by me. Why don't we make it a foursome?
Great.
Come on, there's work to be done.
If you want to take 5, Gina, it's no problem.
No, thanks. We've got notes set to each other anyway.
I was desperate. Why won't you even let me apologise?
Because you thought you were right trying to split me and Dev up. It's no use saying you're sorry after that.
And where's Gina's dad in all this?
What's this got to do with you?
I bet he hadn't the first idea of what you're up to.
Why don't you mind your own business?
Because Gina's not only a damn good barmaid, she's my friend. And she's my daughter's friend.
And what sort of friend is it? Lets her walk into a marriage like that?
Dev's a smashing bloke, and if she lets you put any doubt in her mind about marrying him, then she's a sight dafter than I think she is.
Right. That's how you want it. Fine. But don't come running to me when he dumps you. In what? 5 years? 4 even? By then you'll have a kid or 2. And you know what? He'll take them off you. And make sure you have naught else either.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I shouldn't have stuck my nose in.
No, I'm glad you did. Thanks.
Oh, love, come here. Oh, it'll be all right.
No.
Steve, have you met Gina's mother?
No, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. This social call, is it?
Why did you have to tell her?
Because I saw how shattered she was when she found out what I'd done to her. Well, I'm sorry, but I couldn't live with that. And I don't know how you could.
And coming between her and her mother made you feel better, did it?
A mother like you, yeah, it did!
I don't suppose it's occurred to you for 1 minute that I did what I did because I loved her. Oh. Because it was the only way I could stop her making a stupid mistake.
Yeah, and you failed. And shall I tell you why you failed? Because Des loves Gina so much you didn't even consider to be unfaithful to her. I'm sorry, but don't that tell you something?
No. I failed because I relied on a common little tart.
Oh.
I should have known better than to think he'd look twice at a scrubble like you.
You stupid bitch!
Because if you start, I might just be tempted to join in.
Oh.
Well, I suppose I am guilty of being a little complacent.
It takes two, Ken, remember that.
Yeah, fair enough, but I spent most of the night wondering whether she was right. You know, whether I was sliding into old age and dragging her with me.
Did she actually say that?
Yeah.
Oh, Ken. Look, trust me on this. You are a vital, attractive man, physically and mentally. Remember that. You let Deirdre convince you that you're old, and you'll believe it. And if you believe it, you'll become it.
You know, I'm so glad I came here today, but I really shouldn't be unburdening myself like this.
Oh, nonsense. That's what friends are for. Particularly a woman. A man couldn't say these things to you. You know, it's been a delight getting to know you. And I can't wait to get to know some more.
Oh, I think after that little confession, you know the lot.
Oh, I doubt it. Another sherry?
Oh, no, I shouldn't, not if we're going to work.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm going to have another, and it wouldn't be gentlemanly of you to let me drink alone.
Oh, I'm ready for the weekend.
Good, because we're going out for lunch on Sunday.
Oh?
To celebrate my deal with Dougie.
Thought that was a non-starter.
So did I. Dougie came up with a bright idea. He's coming in as my partner. Get in the mood about it.
And that's something to celebrate.
Oh, yes.
After what I told you about him cutting corners at the health centre, he's going to be tarred with that sort of brush.
Thanks to you, I know exactly what I'm dealing with. So don't worry. Dougie's not going to be able to pull a fast one on me.
Right? That's the last I shall say on the subject. And I hope the words "I told you so" never have to be said.
Well, I take it.
Yes, thank you, Roy. Oh, that extra light seems to be doing you good.
No, I don't think so. It might be something to do with the coffee tasting I went to earlier. Strong stuff. It's the third time I've cleaned this table this afternoon.
Oh, I don't know, I'm just fed up. I just feel like going out tonight and getting absolutely off my head.
I've got a better idea.
Better idea than going out and getting blasted, is there?
Let's go and get blasted somewhere far away from me.
No,
Eh?
Why not? Let's go away for the weekend. Leeds. We'll get a train over.
Ken be home by now.
Yeah, he was only on a half day today.
We'll be lucky if we don't find him hanging from the banisters after what you said to him.
Honestly, Mother.
You go and check upstairs. I'll go and put the kettle on.
Oh, I see. Ken's killed himself, but you'll make a cup of tea.
Well, I'm parched. Prices have gone up at that cafe in the precinct.
I'll make the tea. He's probably at the library, or he's round at Anita Scott's working on that blessed book again.
He seems to be spending a lot of time round there these days.
What are you suggesting? That he's having some sort of torrid affair?
Well, I wouldn't call it torrid. It is Ken we're talking about.
Oh, do you know that sherry? It's gone straight to my knees. There's something terribly decadent about being half cut. By tea time.
Don't. I mean, it's not something that I ever do.
Well, I'm just glad of the company. Because there have been afternoons when I've got like this, on my own.
You know, I don't understand why you should be on your own. A woman like you. Surely there's no shortage of admirers.
Desperate men, Ken. Desperate for a final fling before the prostate finally gets them. I don't want a desperate man. I want what you and Deirdre have got.
I've told you, these days that's very little. True. Once upon a time we had so much. He was a counsellor, I was a newspaper editor. And we used to talk about, argue about issues, things that mattered. Now it's... I don't know. I don't know when we last discussed anything.
Oh, that's sad. So sad.
So don't wish for what me and Deirdre have got, because believe me, right now it's just not worth anything.
Well, perhaps I should rephrase what I said. I want what Deirdre's got.
Anita, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, Ken, don't be frightened. See, I can give you all the things you want.
I think I'd better go.